Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Dalya Mousa. I'm the Director of Culture at DGDA, which is Diriyah Gate Development Authority. First of all, I would like to thank the DBF team who are really behind this art forum today that we really needed in the industry and for gathering us all in this platform. We hope this brief introduction gives you a taste of what we do at DGDA and a sense of where we're all going. As you may know, DGDA or Diriyah Gate is a hugely exciting and ambitious project which will open in phases across the coming years. Therefore, what I would like to present today is an overview of the development as a whole and a brief introduction to the art and culture work at DGDA. To start with, I would like to introduce my colleague, Abdel Mohsen El-Mbeddel, from our strategy team, who will give you just a brief about the development, and then I'll walk you through the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dalya. Thank you, DBF team, for this opportunity, honestly, to speak about Diriyah as an overview, then before leaving the floor to Dalya to talk about the art section. First of all, I would like to introduce what is Diriyah. Diriyah basically is the capital of the first Saudi state, and it is where the ambition of the kingdom first started. It is the birthplace of many kings and heroes as well, and the home of many historic sites that are relevant to the Saudi history. One important fact to mention here that Diriyah is not a modern city. Diriyah is an ancient city that reflects the essence of how Saudi Arabia came about. Moving quickly to the timeline of Diriyah, where it was founded by Man al-Mraidi in 1446. After that, it went through very important milestones such as the establishment of the first Saudi state, the expansion in Najd, in Al-Ahsa, and in Al-Hijaz as well, until the whole unification of the Arabian Peninsula during that time when Diriyah was the capital of this Saudi state. In 1818, Diriyah went under a siege by the Ottoman, and during this siege, there was many historical assets that got destroyed in this period. During the time after that, nobody paid attention, honestly, to Diriyah until 1981, when the custodian of the two holy mosques, His Majesty King Salman, led the redevelopment of Diriyah. And those efforts was crowned in the year of 2010, when Al-Taref was registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And of course in 2017 was the establishment of DGDA, and in 2019 there was the Royal Inaugural Celebration of Diriyah Gate. Moving to the DGDA Board of Directors, we are very lucky to have the Crown Prince, His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman, as chairman of the board, as well as a membership of His Highness Prince Dr. Abdulaziz bin Ayaf as a board member, His Highness Prince Badr bin Farhan, the Minister of Culture, as a board member, His Excellency Dr. Fahad Ismari as a board member, His Excellency Ibrahim al-Sultan as a board member, His Excellency Fahad al-Rashid as a board member, and the General Secretary of the board, His Excellency Ahmed al-Khatib. So basically what I want to elaborate on, what do we do in DGDA, or what we are mandated to do. What we are mandated to do is segmented into 4 primary pillars, basically. The first pillar is to preserve the tangible and intangible assets that Diriyah has. The tangible assets, of course, such as the historical sites, and the intangible assets such as the history and the heritage, the great culture and tradition have. And from the name of the authority, we are mandated to develop 3 primary projects. The first one is Diriyah Gate, which I'll deep dive in a minute about. The second one is Wadi Hanifa, and the third one is Wadi Sfar project. The third pillar of what we do is to regulate more than 190 square kilometer, and basically the purpose of this pillar is to make sure that the project itself does not have any discrepancy from the area surrounding the project. So we are regulating the area around the project itself. And of course, all of these efforts will conclude into celebrating the community, the identity, and the rich culture and history. This is just to give you a glimpse of the geographical boundaries. The green bill on the right side is Diriyah Gate project on over than 10 square kilometer. And the left area, the yellow banana, is Wadi Sfar project on over than 60 square kilometer. And the white area basically is our supervisory area, and where we will not develop anything. It's just regulation matters. Moving to Diriyah Gate project. So what makes Diriyah Gate project special and what is the value proposition of Diriyah Gate project? The first thing is that it has طريف UNESCO World Heritage Site. So it is basically a picture that it's enlarged 100 times from الطريف. The second thing is that it's a mixed-use development project, so there will be multiple offerings such as retail, hospitality, so on and so forth. So it's a mixed-use development project. The third thing that, which is very important to mention here, that the whole project will be designed in a unique Najdi traditional urban design. And of course, we are very lucky that the Wadi Hanifa project is surrounding the Diriyah Gate project, so it will give it a stunning view overlooking the Wadi itself. And another fact to mention, that Diriyah Gate project is within the city. It's not a far away area to reach. It's 20 minutes away from every important place within the project. So before ending my section, I'll leave you with a quick video just to imagine how life will be at Diriyah Gate, inshallah.
Thank you, Abdul Mahsen. That was a very informative presentation. I would like to really pause and let's all think why we're all here today in Diriyah. And the answer is طريف. طريف is the foundation of the kingdom. It's the birthplace of the first Saudi states in the 18th century. طريف is also the heart of the hugely diverse cultural landscape, range from the archaeological story of the astonishing spot to the diversity of our flora and fauna, and from the architectural evolution of this resonant site to the region's historic customs and living traditions, which we have pledged to sustain and revive. طريف, and I want to remind you that طريف is also a World Heritage Site, And this means its history, its culture, and its significance are all of a global importance. It's part of the elite group, the exceptional heritage sites, which in Saudi we currently have only 6 sites recognized by UNESCO. And now let's go back to DGDA. I'm going to talk about DGDA and Diriyah Gate's cultural offers and how it will cater to the Saudi and cultural ecosystem. As a major new development in the kingdom, we are aligned to the ambitions of the Vision 2030 in thinking about culture as a way of life, culture as for economic growth, and culture for exchange. But all the while, we remain connected to the particular national significance of Diriyah itself as the first cultural capital of the kingdom. So Diriyah Gate Diriyah Gate have 5 asset classes, from heritage and culture to education to hospitality, lifestyle and retail, and lastly, live and work. And please note, with this development of this size and this scope, some of the details are liable to change in the coming years. So keep this in mind as we go through the presentation. Let's zoom in our cultural assets that are most relevant to today's forum. With the development of Diriyah's master plan, we will have the privilege of hosting a range of cultural assets in Diriyah Gate, spanning traditional and contemporary creative practice. So talking about Tref World Heritage Site, cultural museums, cultural academies, cultural district, and most importantly, public art commissions across the master plan and 3 project spaces. And as you all know, culture plays a vital role in our lives. It reflects our identity and shapes our future. Our mission is to create the best-in-class cultural platform that connects Diriyah's past with its present and future. Working with and for the local community, we will strengthen Diriyah's creative ecosystem across cultural subsectors in alignment with the Ministry of Culture's 16 streams and celebrate them nationally, regionally, and globally. And now we'll just give you a glimpse of our activities that will take place in 4 cultural pillars. So art and culture, intangible heritage, learning, and collaboration. So when we talk about art and culture, that includes visual art, public art, performance art, commissions, art collection, and many more. And when it comes to intangible heritage, also documentation, traditional arts and craft, multimedia, urban intervention, and more. Learning, so we're talking about digital libraries and archives, in-house expertise, art education, capacity building, and traditional arts and crafts schools, and more. In terms of collaborations, which is the 4th pillar, we have international, regional, and local partnership, as well as entrepreneurship initiatives. So, and before we jump into Diriyah public art, so this year we will be announcing an extensive culture program that will include immersive theater, a traditional arts and craft learning program, short film series, publication, exhibitions, and much more. And now, sorry, next slide. And now it's my pleasure to give you a glimpse of an existing project that started in the year 2021 and that has an exciting and ambitious future. So launching Diriyah as the culture capital of the Middle East 2030, DGDA partnered with the Ministry of Culture and Diriyah Biennale Foundation on a series of multidisciplinary culture programs, art and culture programs, that focus on the reviving of the culture and heritage of Diriyah in a contemporary aspect. Next. And I would like to introduce two exciting art commissions by local artists to support and promote our local creatives, focusing on Diriyah from a historical and cultural perspective, using local architectural materials. So let's experience together the first work by the artist Hamoud Al-Atawi through this video about Noura pillars.
استلهمت عملي الفني من خلال الأعمدة المتبقية في حي طريف، سواء في القصور الطينية القديمة أو في البيوت الطينية. التقنية المستخدمة تقنية الرامد إيرث أو التربة المدكوكة، هي بالأساس عبارة عن طبقات مدكوكة، فأنا أتكلم عن كل القصص والذكريات المتراكمة على مدى هذه السنين في أرضنا، في جزيرتنا. بالنسبة للنورة ودخولها في العمل، تذكرت عزوة الملك عبد العزيز، عزوة المشهورة أخو نورة، وكيف ربط النساء بالأعمدة بالنورة.
And now, the second art commission by the artist Rashid Al-Shashai, Takween.
طبعا المبحث اللي أنا أناقشه في عملي هذه المرة في بينال الدرعية يدمج بين ثقافة وتقنية الضوء والاستضاءة من ناحية، وبين موروث أو خلينا نقول خامة مستخدمة في البناء التقليدي من آلاف السنين، وكانت ركن أساسي في نمط العيش في الدرعية وفي كل الواحات الموجودة في الجزيرة العربية. العمل هو زي نصب تاريخي له 4 بوابات كناية عن ال4 الأئمة في الدولة السعودية الأولى، وركائز تثبيت هذه الدولة من خلال الأئمة الموجودين في الدرعية. في عودة اليوم إلى الإرث الثقافي وتطوير هذا الإرث الثقافي ليصبح أسلوب حياة ونمط معيشة مختلف عن أي مكان اليوم أنت تزوره في العالم.
So in addition to the Art Commission, we introduced a public program that includes art and culture talks, workshops, a series of storytelling sessions, as well as school visits program and Diriyah local volunteer program that we will take with us in Q1 2022. And last but not least, so building on the success of the existing commissions, DGDA is soon to announce a full public art program that will include large number of public art commissions across these Diriyah's master plan, as well as public art residency. I hope that I have given you a good understanding so far of where are we heading in Diriyah Gate with regards to our contribution to the art and culture ecosystem in the kingdom. We have huge ambitions for the activation of the sites, which we will be announcing in this coming month. So please stay tuned, and thank you so much.